We're back, and it's funny, dude, because like with teams that are so different in terms of like organizationally, it feels like we're going through like some of the same struggles. The bats aren't awake right now. Yeah, both dropped 2 straight. Bats are going through a little bit, but
we've dropped 3 straight.
Well, we're not y'all, I guess. But honestly, like I'm just so glad baseball is back. I don't know if you feel about this most years, but I feel like right now the pitching is so far ahead of the hitting compared to last year at this point of the year.
I mean, it's kind of been this way for a little bit now, right? Ever since we got rid of the juice balls, I feel like this is kind of how it started.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, you might be right. I just feel like Charlie Morton 10 Ks today felt bizarre to me. 10 Ks in 5 innings.
Dude, so he's a strikeout guy still. Like he when he's on, he is a strikeout machine. I love betting his strikeout prop because
like, what was his last prop, like 3.5?
Yeah, dude. I hit it at 3.5 last week, his first start. And then this week it was either 4.5 or 5.5 today. I didn't play it, but
what happened? Are you here?
Hold up. Yeah. I just got there we go. I got logged out of the computer, but I'm back.
Oh.
So that was weird. Anyway, yeah, his line is always low because if he's on, he will hit it, but when he's not, he implodes and then he's out in like 3 innings or less. And I don't know. I've always loved his stuff. His stuff's always graded out well on my like pitching prop model, so I love it.
All right, so we already have our first Maddox of the year.
Evaldi, baby.
Evaldi Maddox. Can you name me 3 pitchers last year that all threw a complete game?
Like just a complete game?
Yeah, just a complete game. And honestly, bonus points if you tell me anybody who threw a complete game shutout last year.
So there were only 3 pitchers in all of baseball that threw a complete game last year?
4. Well, no, 4 complete game shutouts. A bunch threw a complete game.
Oh, all right, gotcha.
5 complete game shutouts.
So you're just saying name 3 that threw a complete game?
Yeah, like who? Right. Like, or honestly, like name me a couple. I was just gonna give points for every complete game shutout you can name.
All right, I'm just thinking of guys that primarily pitch deep. I'm gonna go Aaron Nola.
Yep, Nola had 1 complete game shutout.
Okay. George Kirby.
No complete game shutouts for George Kirby.
Okay. Logan Gilbert. Is one of my Mariners on there?
No, I don't think so. No.
All right. No way. Did Skeens go?
Skeens doesn't have one.
No, I didn't think so because he was on a pitch count towards the end of the year last year too. Dylan Cease. He must have, right?
Yeah,
against the Tribe.
Yeah, he had one against, and I was there.
You were at the game, dude.
Right.
All right, so Cease, Nola. We're missing how many more?
A bunch.
Oh,
it was more than I thought. This was like sorted weird.
All right. Let's go. Oh, Chris Sale probably had one last year.
Chris Sale did not have one.
No. Okay.
No, but his teammate had one.
Max Fried.
Yeah, Max had one.
There he is.
And then someone else in New York did it for the other team, though.
Garrett Cole?
Sevy.
Oh, the Mets. Oh,
yeah, Max Fried led baseball last year in complete games.
Okay. How many?
2.
Oh, how far we've come.
Yeah, dude. So honestly, like I think he's, I mean, Evaldi's gonna get 2, right?
I would think so. He's a workhorse, man. Like you would think he'll get to 2 this year, especially, I don't know, given where that rotation's at with Kumar and Jack. Like you kind of hope that Nathan can kind of eat some innings for you guys in between, in between the rest of the rotation starts. So that's what I would think.
I mean, you said 8 innings in the vault. I mean, he's the ace, you know?
Yeah, but I'm saying because
you're not sure what you're going to get from Jack Leiter and
exactly Rocker and Leiter are both rookies, so it's like all right, you don't know what you're going to get out of them, so you might need Evaldi to come in and just like, hey, be the ace and just go eat innings for us tonight.
Yeah,
especially if the bullpen's getting used.
You see the Pirates let Skeens throw over 100 pitches.
Good, let him fucking throw it, dude. I'm all for it.
He touched 102 on like pitch 112 or something. It's like, oh, horse.
He's good.
I've been teaching my little brother baseball. I've been trying to talk to him about like what a horse is. And he's like kind of getting it. It's like a very specific type of energy when you go out there and pitch. And I love a good horse, man.
Yeah,
So
dude. Shout out, like, honestly, Tanner Bybee took a massive step with us last year in becoming like that horse for us when none of
mhm.
our other starting pitchers were going. And it's like, to me, a horse is like, if you don't have your stuff on a given day, but you can still go 6 innings and
Yeah,
fight through 6 innings, like that's my definition of art. That yeah, you've earned your horse status in my book.
if you get out of 2 jams and you pitch 7, horse.
Yeah.
Because
Just
usually,
horse.
like if you get in a jam early, usually like that second jam, you're getting pulled before you even work out of it. It's like a manager thing. It's a mentality thing. It's I don't know. It's do you have the stuff too? And like can your secondary pitch get guys out when they're queuing in on what your main pitch is? So
Yeah.
shout out to Valdi. I love seeing that early. I'm trying to think of who else really went deep into games. Oh, dude, Jack Leiter's day to day.
No way.
Yeah.
He went what, 5 yesterday, you
Yeah,
said?
went 5 and struck out 6, and
Yeah.
obviously, like Hunter Green was dominant. I
Hunter
mean,
Green went 7, 8
yeah,
Ks.
went 7, and then only gave up 1 run, and they lost in a 1-0 early pitchers duel. But yeah, he's day to day. Have we talked about what that Vandy pitching staff was supposed to be?
It was it was Leiter, Kumar, and Spencer Jones, right?
Yeah, buddy, the big
Insane.
3, the big 3. Crochet going 8 scoreless is
Yes.
so crazy. But
Dude.
don't, hey Z, don't get used to it. Post All-Star break, you're getting 5 pops out of bro.
Dude, that's going to be one of my main focuses this year in the second half of the year is will we see that second half Crochet fall off the way we did last year? Because it was bad last year.
Yeah. Okay, Leiter had the blister.
Oh, you know what? I did see. That's why he left the game.
Dude, it's so funny, bro, that like Leiter and Kumar both ended up on the Rangers.
Yeah.
Like
Literally all because the Mets didn't want to sign him.
Yeah, and now the Mets don't have starting pitching.
No, dude. I mean, honestly, Senga's back for them, which is huge. He pitched well the other day. But outside of Senga right now, I mean, I don't know, dude. The Mets starting pitching is it's a whole bunch of yikes right now.
Yeah. Well, it's an adventure. I do want to I guess my private chat went away. But I do want to talk about both of our teams kind of having some offensive struggles. I guess we'll start with you. Yeah. Obviously, the Guardians dropped 3 straight. It's funny because I have a theory. I think they came out swinging the bat a little bit too well. And I think when that happens early in the year, teams can ride highs and try to swing at way too many pitches because the approach that we saw in the first series entirely has gone away for this series.
Yeah, but I think so. What it was, I think, for the Tribe was that they kind of, like you said, they got off to a hot start, but they also did this last year. I mean, again, they were facing Oakland, though, so you can't really put too much into it. They have primarily been like a kind of slow starting team, at least under the Francona regime. They were a slow starting team. So last year when they came out hot, everyone thought that, oh, you know what, maybe this is the new kind of Stephen Vogt implementing his presence onto the lineup. Like they're going to be a much hotter team to start the year, which would be huge. But I think the biggest thing is that they ran into 2 buzzsaws in San Diego and Michael King and Dylan Cease. I mean, those 2 were absolutely electric. And I didn't even think, like, I think there were some guys in the San Diego series that were pressing more so than how they looked in Kansas City. I think Bo Naylor was swinging at stuff a little too early on in the count. I think Rocchio looks a little lost right now at the plate. I think Quan had a good series. He struck out, I think, 4 times this series, but I thought he had some competitive at-bats. Josie picked up where he, left off last year, basically, in this series with 3 extra base hits. It's just that middle of the order. Lane Thomas didn't look good. Nolan Jones didn't look good. Those are the guys that we kind of need to pick it up. Manzardo looked okay. Didn't really show any stats to back it up, but I thought his at least approach was good. He was at least working counts. But when you got Cease and King getting deep into games, like it's never gonna work out well for you.
I don't love talking about umping. And I know that like the ump favored the Guardians, I think 2 games ago, and I didn't look at the ump scorecard for yesterday.
Yeah.
But I noticed this and I think you're gonna deal with some of the pain that I deal with when I watch how umps handle Aaron Judge because he's such a large human with such good discipline of the strike zone. Every now and again, like the things that are a little off are very off to big guys. And Nolan who's got, I think, a great eye. He looked like he was more right than the umpire a couple times. And
Yep.
when a big guy like that takes a strike he doesn't think is a strike, it like ruins the whole at bat.
Well, and it's funny because
That's my belief. Like those pitches ruin the at bat for him because then it's like if that's called a strike, shit. Like now I can't rely on my discipline and take that pitch because my eye is better than yours. And it just I don't know.
Well, the umping, and again, it's funny because you can look at the overall scorecards and stuff, which I don't think do a good job of kind of heightening certain moments. But yesterday, for example, another one was late in the game. We had Jonathan Rodriguez come off the bench to pinch hit, and the first pitch, is a fastball below the zone, and the ump calls it a strike. And Rodriguez looks at him, kind of turns around. The next pitch, slider in the dirt that he chases. And it's like, he doesn't chase that pitch if he's up. I mean, at least I hope he doesn't. He doesn't chase that pitch if he's up in the count 1-0. And then all of a sudden it's a 2-0 count. It's just instead of an 0-2 count. It's little things like that with what we, after watching spring training and the ABS system, I need it here as soon as possible, dude. It's infuriating to watch these umps miss like obvious calls like that.
Yeah, I mean, like it just when it happens, it just blows up an entire at bat because like low sliders are already really hard to pick up. They are, and if you can tunnel it with a pitch that's not even a strike, it becomes impossible to hit.
Yeah.
So it just some at bats were definitely getting ruined. For you guys, like my concern level because of who you guys faced is not high at all. Like King and Cease are two of the absolute very best, and they're getting better at a crazy clip, it feels like. And Cease has always had success against you guys.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Cease owns us. I said it to you before the series. I said, I want to win. I want to win tonight, and then hopefully we can maybe squeak out a win on Tuesday against King. Because I know once Wednesday comes, we're not doing shit against Cease. I think I texted you over under 2.5 hits against him after we got shut out.
Bro, my thought was I thought that they would have some success against Cease going from King to Cease.
Dude, so Cease added a changeup.
And that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
That shit was diabolical.
It's between 78 and like 84.
No, slower than that.
He threw the one at 73, but they weren't all coming in at 70.
No, but they were I would have to go back. I thought a lot of them. I thought there were a couple that were coming in at like 74, 76 range.
Disgusting,
dude, nasty. And like it's bad when Quan is like, "What the fuck was that?" I mean,
and it's moving wicked too.
Yeah,
I thought that going from facing King to Cease would help you guys because I wasn't accounting for Bro having a random changeup. Because my thought is always like, if you go from a guy with pitch mix that doesn't have velo and he gets you up there thinking a lot, it feels better to go from that to a fastball slider guy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Dylan Cease acting like he linked up with Matt Blake over the offseason and is not throwing that changeup and throwing it a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think he showed it the first time through, did he?
I don't believe so.
I was half watching it. I really locked in like inning 3.
Yeah. No, it was again not expecting that. But again, I'm not panicking. He looked great. King looked great. That's all good and fair. But now we got 3 games against the Angels to finish off this 9-game road trip. And it's like, all right, even they face Soriano tomorrow is probably the A's or the Angels' best pitcher.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, compared to Cease and King, let's hit this guy around. Let's get to their bullpen early and then make lives easier for us Saturday and Sunday against lower tier starters and just get the bats going before we get back home.
And you're off today, right? Yeah.
Off today, yeah.
Okay. How would you grade Stephen Vogt though before we move on to me? Stephen Vogt so far, has he been frustrating, not frustrating, or are we just is it just information gathering at this point?
Yeah, I'm not going to be frustrated or not frustrated. I think his bullpen moves have been a little questionable early on so far. I think he's pulling guys a little too early, and I get you want to kind of build up these guys, but he was like one of our biggest things last year was that we were going to the bullpen in the 6th inning, and it's not sustainable for the whole season. We saw that. I think you got to let these guys, even if their pitch counts in the 80s, even if they get into a jam that 3rd time through, trust that their stuff is going to play and try and let them work through it. I think it's important that we get more depth out of our starting pitching, and I just haven't seen Vogt kind of be willing to let guys do that early on. But again, I'm just hoping that this is all right, we're still early on in the season. Let's, I'm hopeful that come May, June, July, as the weather heats up and these guys' arms get a little more, miles
built
out of them.
up, miles on it. Like get it going a little more built up.
Yeah, but other than that, I think the lineup's been fine. I know he got some grief for sitting Manzardo. What was that against Michael? No, not against King. It was no, I think it was game. No, it was the first game of the series because they went with that lefty starter in game 1 of the series.
I don't think you should be platooning Manzardo, but I texted you about it because I was upset. But no, it just felt like a platoon move. But I know he hit against the lefty, like lower in the lineup.
Yeah, so it was not a platoon move. I took it as Jonathan Rodriguez didn't get a start in the Kansas City series, and he was that last man, that last bench spot. So I think it was one of those things where he just wanted to get him a start. So you figure against a lefty, you wanted Manzardo in the lineup versus King and Cease. Yeah, if you're going to give him a night off, it kind of made sense to do it against the unproven lefty who was making his first start in the majors in like 3 years. But Rodriguez did nothing with the opportunity, and I hope that didn't really mess up Manzardo's groove a whole lot. He had a sac fly yesterday and a good at bat that helped, but yeah. So I'm aside from that, I'm not too upset with the lineup.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Just some bullpen stuff. Emily did have something up here that I wanted to throw up. Because she was asking about about Bazana.
Oh yeah, so he's starting in Double-A.
Yep, in Akron. Shout out Akron.
Yeah, shout out Akron. My hope, the ideal Bazana timeline for me is that he goes probably 2 months in Double-A and does really well, and then gets the call up to Columbus by hopefully early June. And then if he continues to find that same success in Columbus, maybe by the end of July or middle of August, somewhere in that time frame, he gets the call up to the big leagues, especially if, and I know it's early on, but second base is still kind of a massive question mark for the Tribe. Arias's bat has looked good to me. Schneemann hasn't looked great. He had the 1 home run in the Kansas City series, but he made that big blunder defensively yesterday. So
huge blunder with 2 outs. Disgusting. Like you guys got guard balled by the Padres. It was weird. It was weird with that lineup. But no, Bazana. So the Rubber Ducks home opener is April 8th.
Yes,
April 8th. I might go just because depending on what time it is. But I'm excited.
That's Tuesday, right? Next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same day as the home opener for the Tribe too is Tuesday as well.
So I'm big Bazana guy. Last big prospect I got to go see make their debut was I went to Lindor's debut.
Oh hell yeah!
It was awesome. Shout out 2 rows back behind home plate. It's really cool to see him do his thing. And I don't know if we'll see him this year, but we might. I
hope we do. I think if all that is true about him and what I've heard, like he should be ready to go by the end of this year. And I really hope that's the case because we need help at second base.
Yeah. And then obviously like this is gonna be cool because I'm gonna get a chance to see him a lot in Akron.
Yeah.
If he's up in Columbus, like Carter suggested, then it's like you get to see him a little bit. And then
Absolutely.
and then my co-host on I-71 Rundown hates the term guard ball.
Dude, I love guard ball. I think it's grown on me because it's just like, I mean, I get why people hate it because in 2022, when we made that run to the ALDS against the Yankees, it was all like dink and dunk baseball. Like we were the BABIP merchants and all that shit. And so now people just use guard ball, I think, kind of loosely to determine or just to kind of talk about any sort of like, small ball type of play. And I love that it's grown all throughout the MLB so that, you know what? We got guard balled yesterday. It happened.
You guys got guard balled because Jose's noodle arm couldn't get it done.
Oh, stop.
I'm just playing. I'm hating way too hard right now. I like Jose.
I know.
I guess we could talk about me for a little bit.
Yeah, dude. So obviously Yankees come out and hit 15 home runs in the first 3 games. Obviously, we talked about Milwaukee starters outside of Peralta. Peralta's an ace, but Savali and Nestor kind of, kind of maybe gave you guys a little bit of false hope.
Yeah, well, it felt like everybody was swinging for the fences after that series. It's like everybody wanted a home run, and they chased way too much against Gallen yesterday. And honestly, like that kind of did him in. When Gallen gets going, he's feeling it. That knuckle curve is disgusting. He's got really good deception. It's falling off the table, and we were offering a little bit too much. So that was kind of tough. And then obviously, like the Burns game, like you hate to lose that one because I thought Will Warren looked so good. Like 5 innings, 1 hit.
1 hit allowed, yeah.
Yeah,
in your debut, that's huge.
It was a home run, but like I love how he looked, like showing the emotion and the stuff plays.
Yeah.
And then fucking Mark Leiter Jr. giving up the grand slam like that. Like that game should have been in hand and won. Ideally, you go from Weaver to Devin Williams and you slam the door. And basically Boone the only reason Boone wouldn't have thrown him is because you don't want to waste him for the next game. And it's like, well, damn, now we haven't used Weaver in the first 2 games.
Yeah. And I guess, I talked to you about this off air after the game yesterday in that spot. Cause Tim Hill started that inning for you guys, right?
Yeah. I went Tim Hill, Leiter.
Yeah. And for me, it's like, as soon as I don't care that it's the 8th inning, like as soon as Tim Hill was in a jam, instead of going to Leiter, you got to go to Weaver in that scenario. And you know what? If he gets out of that inning quickly, because I know you don't want to use relievers for multiple innings, especially this early on in the season.
Right.
If he gets out of that inning quick and you can throw him back out for the 9th, great. But like that's your high leverage situation. Like you got to bring your best reliever in to get out of that point.
And like Mark Leiter going in there high leverage is just gross. Mark Leiter does this thing where he'll just keep throwing this splitter until someone hits it really hard, and then he'll go away from it. I mean, shit, he almost got us killed against the Guardians. But like when Jonk was on it, dude, was on it. Mark said, "You know what? I got one more in me."
There are two instances in Cleveland playoff history now where immediately off the bat, I thought the ball was a home run. And the first one was Jason Kipnis foul ball off Chapman in Game 7 of the 2016 World Series. Yep. I thought for sure, and it popped up again on my timeline yesterday. I thought for sure, it pops up once a week. It's terrible for my mental health. But I every time I look at it, I'm like, that ball's gone. And then that game, seeing it live in person, hearing the crack of the bat, John Kenzie Noel off of Mark Leiter Jr., I thought that was gone. And then watching it back on the TV broadcast, even the cameraman, oh my God, I thought that was gone as well.
That was a tank, bro. Me and my mom were about to cry sitting because we were right there on that line. But Aaron Boone, it's been annoying me. Boone's been annoying. Like starting gold, falling in love with scoring the 20, then the 12, and then leading off Paul Goldschmidt when all the data suggests that Paul Goldschmidt struggles against velocity.
Yeah. And
didn't look good. And then meanwhile, the guy who doesn't struggle against velocity, Austin Wells, 2 hits yesterday against like, it would have been nice to have him at the top of the lineup.
Yeah. And that was after, because he did the same thing against Burns too, right? Goldschmidt.
He went Burns. Yeah. Did it twice.
And it's funny because I was confused after, when Wells was getting a lot of the looks in spring training as the leadoff spot, and then boom, opening day becomes the first catcher.
Yeah,
in MLB history to hit a leadoff home run.
Yeah, Wells is going to be our leadoff guy for a while.
Yeah, and then Goldie comes out, and there's the whole thing where first game ever hitting in the leadoff spot, hits the home run, and it's easy to fall in love with that, but
it's also like Wells hit the home run too.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it's like, come on, you're just playing favorites at this point
against Freddie.
Yeah, against 10 times of a better pitcher.
If you bad pitcher adjusted, a home run against Freddie is equivalent to 4 against Nestor.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what bet did you place in this Houston game?
I did. I got Joe Ryan 5Ks, Hunter Brown 5Ks, and Yordan Alvarez to get a 1+ hit runner RBI. And Yordan is Ryan struck out the side in the first. Let's go. And then Matt Wallner just hit a triple.
Yeah, dude, that ball hit the wall and then went straight. Yeah. It didn't bounce off the wall; it went straight down.
Oh,
yeah, just like caught the underneath.
Oh yeah, shit.
Boy was on his horse. Boy
he really was
on his horse. No, and then Boone today is leading off Ben Rice. It's just like you do it for Rice, but you won't do it for Wells.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like, I don't know. Wells is hitting the ball well.
He is. Now, I'm not mad at Ben Rice. I'm just mad that like we didn't get to see Austin Wells lead off this series at all.
No, 100%. I know you're high on Ben Rice too, and he obviously had the home run. What was that, Monday night or Tuesday?
Yeah, he had the he had the double and a home run, so he was tattooing him.
Mm-hmm.
And
then your boy Volpe did it again last night.
Dude, the Volpinator. Dude, you might be in trouble, my guy. You might be in trouble.
It's early.
Did I send you the video of that Volpe home run?
I don't think you did.
You, bro. But I think he blacked out during it. When he was trotting around the bases, bro.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever do that thing where you wake up and you don't know where you are?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's how Volpe looked after he hit this home run.
What, did he like close his eyes and hit it or something?
Bro, he's like looking around like super confused.
He just had no idea where it went.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knew where it went. I don't think he knew it was a home run. I think he didn't know he hit the ball.
Yeah.
So it was one of the I just sent you the video, bro. Please watch this, dude.
All right.
Like he looked so lost.
First pitch swung on, hit the right field, got carried. Corbin Carroll back on the track, up against the wall. Jumping, he did not get it. It's a 3-run home run.
He had no clue where that shit went.
He had no clue, dude. He's like looking around, the accelerate, decelerate, no celebration, no nothing.
Oh man.
So he's got 4 hits on the year. All 4 are home runs. Going into today, he was the AL leader in home runs.
But hold on.
His batting average is 200. His OPS is over 1,000.
Yeah. And
it's a home run in 1 out of 30 stadiums. Okay,
are we doing this? For
everybody,
wait till he gets out of New York. Then we'll see if that bat still plays. Give me a real ballpark.
That is a real. I mean, the other 2 he hit were tanks, dude. That feels weird to say. But what did I tell you in the morning, bro? That bat might be cheating.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying. I want to see him. I want to see him continue this for more than a week, and then I'll be worried about our bet.
Well, here's the thing. The thing about it is, like, I don't know. Is Rocchio going to hit 20 bombs this year?
Listen. I'm not freaking out over 6 games. If he hits the way he did in the postseason last year, I think he gets to 20 bombs. Absolutely.
I'm saying, because this is like overreaction season.
Yeah.
And I'm overreacting.
What, is Volpe going to hit 30 home runs?
I mean, he's on pace for 130.
Can you live bet number of home runs? Let me see. Let me go to FanDuel right now.
These are some gross homers too, dude.
If you can live bet, or I get a live line on Volpe's home runs, we might have to make a separate bet, dude.
Dude, and wait a second. He has a home run off Peralta too.
Dude, you can't. All right, so the only thing you can bet, at least on FanDuel, is regular season home run leader. You can. What are Anthony Volpe's odds? Plus 11,000. Plus
11,000. That's fried. Man. That's fried.
Yeah.
I hope we win today, but it feels like they're punting. Carlos Carrasco's going up there today. It should have been somebody else.
Well, I wouldn't say they're punting. You guys are favored.
Dude, you saw the line, bro. Look at me.
I'm just saying.
No. Be so serious. Read that lineup. Read the lineup card. You want me to read the lineup card out? I'll read it out, unless you want to read it out loud.
Oh, the Yankees?
Yeah.
We got Ben Rice, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, Jazz. Like, there's your.
Okay. Yeah. Keep going.
Then Dominguez at 5, Volpe 6, Trent Grisham 7, JC Escarra 8, Oswaldo Cabrera 9.
Come on, bro. That's not
7,
punting.
8, 9. 7, 8, 9 is a question mark, dude. But
no, it's all a question mark as soon as you leave Jazz. Like,
here's the thing, though, and I've seen this far too often. The Yanks are going to win today. I know this, and Vegas is telling you this. You're telling me Carrasco with his 13.5 ERA. I get it. He's pitched what, 2 innings or not even out of relief in the Milwaukee series.
Yeah, wrong relief.
You look at this lineup, you're thinking, oh shit. game I'm telling you, the Yankees are going to win tonight. I've seen this story before.
You're fried, bro. I hope so. Because it would suck to get swept. But it does feel like a punting lineup. I am excited though to see JC Escara for the first time, like start, because that's the dude who was the Uber driver that made the team. 29-year-old rookie.
Yeah. Also, like, why would you put your punting lineup out when you have Carrasco pitching?
Because that's when you put him out there. We don't want to waste a good pitching outing. We don't want to give Verlander. Wait, hold on. Okay, so they might win, but Doug, that's not a punting lineup.
I mean,
you're starting Grisham and Escara at the same time. That's not.
I thought you said Escara could hit,
huh?
You told me Escara could hit.
Yeah, he can hit a little bit.
I'm just saying
he can hit in the way that it's a question mark that I don't want you in the lineup at the same time as Trent Grisham.
All right, fair enough.
Like, he can hit if I've got guys on either side of you that offer some level of protection and they want to throw to somebody.
Yeah, but not Trent Grisham.
No, like he's the mark. Like he can hit in the way that Bo Naylor could hit 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, weird stuff. Dude, around the league, just real quick, the Braves.
Wait, hold up, Boone. You got to give me your Boone grade.
B-. He just pisses me off.
All right, B- isn't terrible.
No, he's just so annoying because of the whole lineup thing, but also like this offense just set a record. I'm not trying to freak out all the way. I do like the way they're handling Dominguez. They're giving Dominguez about 7 innings a day.
Yeah.
And then putting Trent Grisham in late for some defense, which I don't mind at all. I like the way they're running the bases. I don't ever want to see Pablo Reyes again.
I mean, has he played? He hasn't played since, what was that, Saturday?
No, he played yesterday.
Oh, he did play yesterday?
Yeah. He was up, of course, high leverage situation in the 8th inning.
There it is. And he didn't get pinch hit for?
No. I think he was the pinch hitter.
Oh, he was the pinch hitter. Oh, God.
Yeah, dude, because Boone thinks he can hit. I don't know, dude. I honestly, I'll spit on him if I see it. Not Boone. Nah, I might. Who knows? No, a B-. What was your grade for vote?
I guess I actually never gave a full grade, but I guess I would go, yeah, probably B. B early on. Yeah.
I guess, geez, dude, tanks. This is about to be a shootout. Oh, Christian Walker boomed one. My bad. Am I ahead of you?
No. I turned off I was on a different browser.
Oh, okay.
402.
Yeah, dude, boomed it. Just nice, easy, sweet swing. Around the league, the Braves fall to the Dodgers last night.
0-7.
Yeah, 0-7. And the Ohtani walk-off home run, the legacy grows. No team has made the playoffs after starting 0-7.
Which that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that, again, 0-7 is a horrific start, but I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things,
right? Like,
in the grand scheme of things, you have 155 games left. Also, I'm sure if we went back in the last 25 years of Major League Baseball, you could find a playoff team that endured a 7-game losing streak at some point during the season.
Sure, you could probably find. I mean, I guess the thing is, it probably continues. Like teams that lose go 0-7.
Yeah, it's just obviously you're not.
Well, I guess like an 0-7 to start the year when you're supposed to be pretty healthy is a bad look. But honestly, like this, if any team was going to do it, is going to be this team because they're good enough. They just ran to the Dodgers. Yeah,
I mean the Dodgers and the Padres are the two teams they played. The two teams that are undefeated in the league. Another bomb.
Yeah, dude, Jeremy Pena, your strikeout price might be cooked, bro. If they get it going.
No, he's got 3 already. I just need 2 more from him.
Oh, yeah.
It's Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown's got 0. I need 5 from him as well.
Yeah. On the flip side, the Dodgers look like the most unstoppable team in all baseball. They just don't stop. The whole lineup's a hard out, dude. Like they're absurd.
And they're not even fully healthy. Like Mookie missed the first couple games of the year. Now Freeman's out. It's like they're not even at full strength yet, and they're already doing this.
Yeah, and May's disgusting. Glass is disgusting. Roki can't throw strikes, but if he's the worst starter in your rotation, you're fine. I don't think Shohei will ever pitch again. So, I think we might see him twice this year, and then I think it's over. I did a lot of research on like guys who have 2 Tommy John surgeries. None of them have ever pitched more than 4 seasons after the second Tommy John surgery.
Bro, so here's my thing. Make him your closer.
Yeah.
They have enough starting pitching. They don't need another starter, dude.
I guess then how do you go about the hitting?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, he's a DH.
Yeah,
So you just trot him out there to pitch?
absolutely.
You're right. That's a bizarre thing.
It's bizarre, but I think that's probably the best bet for him right now. Because
Yeah.
I agree, to Tommy John's, I mean, his arm might be shot. The problem is because they paid him that money, which again, actually, it kind of goes out the door now because Soto just got paid. So it's like, at first I'm like, all right, they paid him that much money to be a two-way player.
Right. Well, and they made the money
find a way
back.
for
They
him.
made over $1 billion on Ohtani, like deals and merch and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're good. They're fine on that.
No, for sure. But
no, I don't think they'll risk having him pitch because I think he likes hitting off the machine and underneath the dugout. And
yeah,
also, I don't know how much work is going into conditioning his arm anyway.
yeah. I mean, if they're not doing that, if they're not going about it like that, then yeah, there's no reason. But I think it would be sick having him as a closer.
It would, dude. Go ahead, home run, then go close a game in the World Series.
Bro, like how sick is that? Like
That'd be
honestly, like fuck him being a starter. I honestly think it might be even harder to be an elite closer. I don't know. Actually, I might take that back. What do you think's harder, being an elite closer while hitting or being an elite starter while hitting?
Well, I think closing.
It's probably harder, right? Because you have, I mean, you might have to go 3 days in a row.
Yeah. I think closing. I don't know. I had to go to a different place when I closed games, like mentally, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
I never closed, so that's
I
why
didn't want to watch games.
Mhm.
Like I just want to like sit there with my hood up and pretend like I was listening to music and being really dramatic. The other thing that happened this week is it's been extension week. Everyone's getting
extended.
And I guess Z threw this up here. How do you guys feel about the Christian Campbell extension?
Love it.
We got a deal done and short term so far team friendly. No, that is a top 5 contract in all baseball. Like that is an incredible deal. I'll add, honestly, of all the baseball podcasts, I don't think there's been anybody higher on Christian Campbell than me and Pat.
Oh, he is. I'm in love with him, dude. So ready? Here's my comp for him now. After watching his swing, he is a non-coked out Hunter Pence. That's the way you swing.
Oh, it is. It's like a one-handed flat swing.
Yeah.
And like usually when guys have the one-handed swings, it's like more of the golf swings. This is one-handed and flat. And the bat speed's there and the pop's there. And Marcelo saying, I feel like I did enough during spring training to like win that job, blah, blah, blah. And Christian Campbell goes there and is legitimately a top 5 second baseman in all of baseball.
Dude, absolutely. Plus, that home run today, he didn't even it was kind of an ugly swing, and that ball still went out of left field in Baltimore, which was pushed back 20 feet.
Bro, I think like NBA players have this where they're strong, but they're wiry. He's got some wiry strength, and they compare to strength like Jaylen Brown level, like when they were
like
talking
Mookie Betts.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
Man, fuck Mookie. This kid's gonna be better than Mookie Betts.
Hey, I hope so, but I'm saying like that's
right.
You want to talk about just like small, wiry guys, but with fucking
lots
insane
of power.
Yeah, like those two guys, like they're built the same.
I'm all in on Chris. I'm all in on Chris. And I hate that he's a Red Sox, obviously, because I've been a fan of Christian Campbell for some time now, because obviously he went to Georgia Tech. And I think he was there with Simpson, the kid who's super fast with Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Chandler Simpson. The guy, dude, Chandler Simpson in a college game. I think I told you this. There was a ball hit the deep center field, like deepest part of the park.
Yeah.
And it got caught by the center fielder, and he tagged from second and scored.
That's insane,
That's
dude.
how fast he is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just like optically, it was absurd.
Dude, did you see that? This popped up on my feed today. Speaking of college baseball, it was an Ohio State game actually against West Virginia. West Virginia right fielder robbed a home run, and in the same motion came down with the ball, gunned down the runner who was, thought the ball was gone, was rounding second, going to third. He had to run all the way back to first, gunned him down after robbing the home run, dude, all in one motion. I'll have to send you the clip.
That's absurd. Me, I might have chucked that ball into the crowd after I robbed somebody.
It was
3
To
days.
see that in one motion, dude, it was crazy.
I mean, that's some real wherewithal. Jackson Merrill, my guy, another one of my favorites, got extended as well. Took some shots at Soto, saying this team's full of real people, and it's not about getting the most money, it's about being somewhere you're supported. And I'm glad we got some of those guys out of the locker room. So throwing shade, even though he was never even there with Soto.
Well, no, he wasn't. And also, let's not act like the Padres aren't paying a shit ton of money to other players too. All right, yeah, maybe it's not $765 million, but boy, they're not shy to pay whoever they want.
Well, they are now. The ownership doesn't really pay people. This is the first person that the new ownership has paid.
Okay, that's fair. It is a new ownership group, but my point still stands. When you're in a room with Machado and Bogarts and Tatis, they're all making bank.
Right.
Let's relax a little bit.
It is funny because he does feel like their little homie. Like he feels like they have their teeth synced into him. Like he's not going anywhere. Like he's locked in and loves being a Padre. And I love Jackson Merrill, but boy, I would have got a little bit more money than that.
But that's the thing. It's like,
I mean, 100 M's is 100 M's. So whatever.
Bro, Andres Jimenez got 100 M's.
You're right.
That for me as a young player. And again, you look at Jimenez 2 years ago when the Tribe made that deal, you're thinking wow, this could be an ultimate steal to get a second baseman that can hit for a little bit of power and plays tremendous defense. And then boom, you fast forward 2 years and he was one of the top 5 worst hitters in baseball last year.
Yeah.
And so now he's off to a hot start ever since he leaves Cleveland. But with those young guys, you sign them to those deals. It'll never until, I don't see we'll see a deal for a young guy like that exceed, 100, 150 million just because of that. There's so much unknown after just one good year.
Yeah, I guess I think he could have got 200 if he waited.
Think about Eloy Jimenez is another one. We've seen it go wrong, but we've also seen it with the Braves go incredibly right. So
yeah, because here we go. Bobby Witt got 288.
Yeah, that. And when did was that? That was just after his rookie year.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
He signed a 14-year deal.
I guess the years.
No, it was beginning of last year. Yeah, so after his rookie year. Yeah.
That's he got 14. What was
288?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jackson Merrill got 135. Jackson Merrill at least, because here we go. I'll contend that was Jackson Merrill's rookie year better than Bobby Witt's?
You could probably make an argument. Are you pulling up Jackson stats?
I got Bobby Witt's up right now.
All right, I'll pull up Jackson.
Bobby Witt and Bobby Witt in 2023.
What was his WAR?
4.3.
Merrill 4.4.
Batting average 276.
Merrill 292.
297. Oh, 292. Okay.
Yeah.
On base percentage 319.
326 for Merrill.
Slugging 495.
500 for Merrill. So I mean, just slightly better in every category.
And Bobby Witt got over $100 million more dollars.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, how many home runs did Merrill hit?
24.
Okay, Bobby had 30.
All right, so a little more power, but how many doubles?
28.
All right, Merrill had 31.
And how many stolen bases did Merrill have?
Only 16.
Okay, Bobby had 49, but also led the league in caught stealings.
Yeah, but how many?
Volume 15.
Yeah,
that's 15's a little high. 15's a little high.
Yeah, and it's also a rookie, so you figure his discipline as a base runner was going to get better as he goes on. So, all right, yeah, it definitely Bobby probably warrants more.
Close. I think they're close.
Yeah, I agree. I think the disparity in contract value is probably unwarranted, but I think Bobby is probably a better overall player. Although so far early this year, Bobby has not looked good.
Mm-mm. And also Bobby Witt's contract comes with a bunch of opt-outs.
Yeah.
He can get up out of there whenever he wants if he wants to go even get a bigger deal.
And why wouldn't you?
Bro, he's going to be a Yankee.
All right, let's relax.
You know whose favorite player was growing up?
Juan Soto.
Derek Jeter. See, that's what I'm saying. This is why I talk about noodle arms in the league. I'm glad that, Jose and Juan Soto, big noodle arms. Shout out, good old Juan Soto. Crochet also got his extension.
Yeah. I'm not thrilled about this one the way I am Christian Campbell or Jackson Merrill, but I have just my reservations about Crochet being able to pitch effectively for a full season in the majors.
Yeah.
So,
And then more Boston news. Devers got his first hit.
yeah, shout out Devers.
Have you seen the pictures of him last year versus this year? They're like the batting stance.
Well, yeah, he's so much more open this year.
Yeah, he's also a lot heavier. Was what I pulled away from all those things. My boy is eating good, man.
Well, it's funny. There's also, I saw a meme because this was a couple years ago when the Red Sox started the year just on an abysmal losing streak. They had that like little promo behind the behind home plate. It's like, when the Red Sox win, kids eat free. And then it was like, day 12, the kids of Boston are still starving. The Red Sox haven't won a game in 2 weeks. So
Devers eating all the kids' food.
Yeah, so I saw a tweet yesterday. It's like Devers is eating all the kids in Boston's food.
Shout out Devers, man. Our guy Z pointed out back-to-back games with a hit.
Yeah.
Marte also got extended, but he was already extended, so he got the double extension.
Yeah, double extendo. I guess the Diamondbacks, they saw him, but he had a couple RBIs in the Yankees series already. So like, dude, we've seen enough.
We've seen enough. You want more years?
You want more? Oh,
and then other than that, we don't really have much going on. I mean, obviously, we did a really long show on Monday. We'll probably do shows after each team's series end.
Yeah, honestly, the way like kind of the Monday and Thursday will kind of work out, because either Thursday for a lot of teams, it's either that off day or the last if you had the off day on Monday. So we were kind of we had role reversal Monday and Thursday. We were playing Monday, now we're off, and you guys were off Monday, now playing today. So I kind of like how that works out. We get to kind of go through each series as it plays out and give our thoughts. And
then next series, what are 2 things you want to see from your Guardians?
Well, brother, let's score some fucking runs, because we scored 4 runs in 3 games in San Diego. So I want to see, I guess minimally, you figure 4 runs a game. I want to see at least 4 runs a game in these next 3 games against the Angels, to prove to me that, this was just a fluke series against 2 really good starting pitchers, and that they'll be able to get back to kind of what they were doing in the Kansas City series. And not only that, I want to see a better start from Luis Ortiz in the final game on Sunday against Pittsburgh, because he's got the stuff. It didn't really play in that first start of the San Diego series, kind of just not really in control a lot of the time, put himself in jams. Gavin Sheets with a big blow to him early on that kind of set the tone. I want to see a better outing from him against a weaker lineup in Los Angeles. So those are the 2 things that I want to see.
I just want to see Max Fried get some defense behind him for once, because that first game, his first start, we ruined what could have been
5 errors in that game.
Yeah, it would have been a really great cinematic moment, because the Yankees creative team is special, and the way they ended their opening day thing, and then for Fried not to get any defense was really frustrating.
Yeah.
That's all kind of I want to see, but I also want to see how this lineup goes there and looks if they just lay down or not. But you know how it goes. I guess other than that, we'll be back when we're back. I don't know. We'll announce it coming soon. Make sure you follow us on socials, and then leave a comment. What 3 players have you been most impressed with so far this season?
I like that. Who's your 3 right now?
Who are my 3? Aaron. No, I guess I'm not really most impressed with Aaron, but I did put together a list of like who. Ben Rice. I've been really impressed with Ben Rice. I mean, Christian Campbell, I've been super impressed with.
I got it. Campbell's on my list.
I don't know who the 3rd one would be.
Dude, throw Michael King in there, dude. After what I saw, maybe I'm biased because it's against the Tribe, but holy shit, dude. That guy is untouchable right now. 11 goals the other night.
I mean, I feel like I got to throw the 3rd buddy in there to hit for the cycle.
Wait, who hit for the cycle again?
We had a catcher cycle earlier.
Oh yeah, was it
shit, what is his name?
Kybert Ruiz, was it him? Was he the one that did it?
I don't think so.
Who was it? Someone did, you're right.
Was it I think it was Carson Kelly.
Yes, Carson Kelly. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
the fucking Cubs backup catcher.
Yeah, and then Kyle Tucker also I was really impressed with.
Kyle Tucker's and that was
Fourth
kind of
straight.
the guy that we were unsure about heading into the year because of his because the protection or lack thereof in that lineup. But
And the swing.
Cubs are starting to hit, dude. They're putting up. I mean, they were facing Oakland this week, so
Right.
I'm not gonna freak out a little bit, but yeah, no, Kyle Tucker's look good.
Yeah, but that's all we got today. Or who
Yeah.
are your three actually before we get out of here?
My three, I'm throwing Manzardo in there. Just he's going to heat back up. I know he kind of had the rough series against San Diego, but I've still been really impressed with his approach. But Manzardo, Michael King, after what he did to us, and fuck it, Ellie De La Cruz is so fun to watch. I can't not say
Crazy catch. Shout out Ellie.
That catch yesterday was wild.
Yeah, and the torpedo bats. But I'm Chris. That's Pat. We'll be back soon with more baseball content. Make sure you like, sub, leave a comment. Let us know what you want to hear about, and then I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Yeah, that's it. What is it? Paint corners.
Is it
Strike three. You're out.
We're out. We're